Just like clockwork, we are at the 9 o'clock hour, and I want to be able to be respectful of your time and welcome you to an opportunity for us to brainstorm together and for me to share some information with you and give you an opportunity to evaluate some information. My name is Michael Newsome, and I am a founding member of Akana Company. And we'd like to welcome you to the call tonight. And I'd like to thank our business partner, Dr. Ross, just doing such a tremendous job with the intro music. I asked her to bring some energy tonight, and she definitely did. So thank you, Dr. Ross, for serving as you normally do, and just really appreciate everything that you do. So again, I'd like to welcome you tonight to our business overview, and we'll get ready to get started. Let me get myself set up right here. And I am going to share my screen. All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Give me a thumbs up, Coach. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Once again, I'd like to say good evening to everyone, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule tonight to accept the invitation of someone who invited you here to tonight's meeting. Is an invitation-only conversation, and the person that invited you thought enough of you to want to share some information with you that it's very impactful to what we do, and hopefully you'll see where what we're doing in terms of our business program. So again, name of our company is Akana, and our mission is to elevate your well-being. Let's see. And the meaning of the word Akana actually means in the hands of God. And I always like to think that's a good way to start the meeting, is to put our hands, put ourselves in the hands of God, and we know we're in a good, safe place. Our company was launched in April of 2019. We're a very young company with our line of CBD products and essential oils, and our wellness line began in 2020. In 2021, we introduced the Flat Belly Lifestyle, which is our detoxification product, and we now have over 28,000 customers that are engaged with us. And our company is community-minded, so we take our role seriously, and we reinvest 1% of our gross profits to empower underserved communities. Our mission is to, we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. So when you look at a business, you want to kind of see, is there a market for what we do? And as you can see, the industries that we touch the $3.4 trillion wellness industry. We touch the $7 trillion travel industry. We touch the $2.4 quadrillion crypto and Forex education market, as well as the home-based business market. And I like to kind of take a minute to focus on that home-based business component, because we wrap all of these businesses within the home-based industry, and that's such a powerful business model. Where else could you tap into these multi-billion and trillion-dollar industries other than home-based business without having to invest thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to be able to participate? One of the best, most effective ways to go into business for yourself is using the home-based business model. A little bit about our company. Our executive team is comprised of these 5 individuals here: Bo Tomlin, who has decades of experience in the entertainment and the wellness industry. He's built million-dollar companies, and he serves on our medical advisory board. Christian Phillips is our Chief Operating Officer, a brilliant young man who has been connected to our CEO and our CSO since he's been a teenager. And since he's obtained his MBA, he's taken over the helms as our COO, and he's doing an amazing job with taking this young company and helping us to reach great new heights. Our CEO, Melissa Boston, and our CSO, Phyllis Nash, are legends in the home-based business industry. And Jose Soriano is our international Spanish ambassador. And guess what, guys? Our company hasn't even gone international yet, but we're laying the foundation and we're laying the groundwork for a major explosion in the international market. So I'm going to say this phrase probably more than one time throughout the night. You're in the right place at the right time. So again, we're primarily a wellness company, but we're expanding in a lot of different areas. And we have a medical advisory board so that we're getting the most up-to-date and latest information on what's impacting the wellness industry. So our vision is to elevate the well-being of your body and your soul. Our philosophy is we believe true well-being is found only by connecting to what our ancestors did. A lot of, issues that we face today can be connected to, quote unquote, the modern lifestyle. When things were simpler, when our grandparents were eating from the garden and raising their own livestock and eating it, some of the health conditions that we have today did not exist back then. Not saying what they were eating back then was perfect, because there are a lot of issues with some of the foods that have been passed down from generation to generation. But we also know that some of the foundational things, especially eating out of the garden, eating and eating raw fruits and vegetables, has been a fundamental factor that's been lacking in our culture and our society. Most of the food that we get today is processed and probably lacking in basic nutrition. So, why is wellness so important? That's kind of an obvious question. You can have material things, but if you're not well, if you're not healthy, it means nothing. So, one of the statistics says that we have given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. By 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer of people 20 to 49 years old. And that's an astonishing statistic, and that's part of our cause and part of our mission to address these issues in our community. And well, put it this way, these issues in underserved communities are, exponentially worse. And this company is on a mission to address those issues. So let's talk a little bit about, the consequence of some of the lifestyle choices that are being made right now. You're looking at a picture of 3 conditions within your internal cardiovascular system. You're looking at good, bad, and worse. Good being a clear coronary artery, bad being a coronary artery that is partially blocked, and worse is a blocked artery that inhibits blood flow altogether. And worse means a heart attack. And what we're finding out as we are going out and doing our wellness assessments in the community, that people younger and younger are finding out that they have some type of blockage in their cardiovascular system. So, I'm probably telling you guys some things that you already know, that heart attack, sickness, and disease is just running rampant in communities across the world. And one of the things that we educate our clientele on, and we educate the people on, is blood type. It's a whole science and philosophy around eating to your blood type. If you know what your blood type is, drop it in the chat. Let me tell you my personal experience with me trying to find out my blood type. I used to know what it was because it would be on a little card when I would give blood. So I misplaced that card, changed wallets. So when I started investigating, the philosophy of eating to your blood type, I said, I need to know what blood type is. So I went down the street to my friendly neighborhood doctor and said, Doctor, where's my blood type? So his nurse kind of looked at me sideways and reluctantly got up out of her chair and went to my file. And in my file, which was probably about this thick, she thumbed through it, went from top to bottom. And guess what? My blood type was not in that file. And she said, it's not in here, Mr. Newsome, but we will gladly charge you $150 to to provide you with your blood type. I said, no, let me think about it a little bit. So then I went back, and I think I had just joined the company at that point in time. And then I realized that we had a $6 blood type kit within our back office, within our product line. And I said, well, let me try that. I ordered the kit, did the blood type test myself, found out that I was a type O positive. And I'll tell you what that means in a minute. But what it states is that, in our culture, in our society, the Western culture society of medicine isn't really on the preventative side. It's more on trying to deal with these issues on an after the fact situation. We got to deal with it after this occurred, after things are gone down the road pretty far. But by learning what your blood type is and understanding that it's a reliable measure of more than just your identity, but how you should genetically be taking care of yourself, it changes. It's a game changer in terms of wellness and personal care. Okay. So, what types of blood types are there? There's 4 basics of A, B, O, and AB. Like I've mentioned, I'm an O, which means that we're the oldest blood type. But part of the thought process is that people don't know that certain foods are contrary to that we all know and love, are contrary to what we should be eating. If you're type A and you're a heavy carnivore, guess what? You're eating against your blood type. If you're type B and you love chicken and you eat a lot of chicken, guess what? You're eating against your blood type. If you're type O and you're eating catfish, guess what? You're eating against your blood type. And don't feel bad. These theories aren't that old, but they just haven't been exposed to it. And you can, when we're out in the community doing the bioscans, which I'll talk about in a second, we're seeing the trends and the impact of eating against your diet, eating against your blood type, and not knowing how to eat to help supplement your body versus having your body fighting against itself based on the food that you're feeding it. So what we do is, what sets us apart from a lot of nutrition companies out here is that we have technology on our side. How would you like to know how your body's functioning before things got bad or worse? We teach you and train you how to become a certified wellness coach and use technology to help with those assessments. We're not doctors. We're not posing to be doctors, but we have technology that will provide information. And in my experience, I'm a certified wellness coach with the company. The information that we share with you through the technology, a lot of times it's not new information. It's confirmation of things that you may have suspected or things that you already know. So this technology sets us apart miles ahead from any other company that's out there. So what we say is, get your bioscan. Don't wait for the crisis. And what the bioscan is, again, it's the technology that we have that uses that analyzes quantum energy, and it utilizes cellular and biomolecular process to scan and evaluate your body and your cells at a cellular level. It's an amazing, amazing technology. It's non-invasive, no radiation. The settings are based on Eastern medicine, which is at a lower level. So when, everything under God's sun is made of energy. And what this device does, it reads the energy off of the cells in your body. And when the energy moves in a certain direction, the device picks it up and gives you a readout, and it's 85 to 90% accurate. And again, a lot of times when we talk to our clients, they say, well, yeah, I knew about this. I knew that, my cholesterol is a little bit high. It's confirmation what the doctor says, but it gives them a different perspective on how to manage their health care. And this is a sample report of someone who was bioscanned, and you can see it's very simple to read. It's color coded. In this case, the analysis is of the liver, and the liver is one of the main filters in your body. And when your liver's off, it's an indicator of a lot of things kind of going in the wrong direction. And in this case, this person was a female, 57-year-old female, and her protein, energy, and detox functions in her liver were good, but her bile secretion and this one factor right here, liver fat content, is over here in the yellow. Now, as you can see, based on the scale, the yellow is moderately abnormal. So you want to be here in the green, but when you're in the blue, yellow, or red, those are things that you definitely have to pay attention to. And guess what? When the liver starts going in the wrong direction as a filter in your body, and as in most sickness and forms of sickness and disease at the early stages, can be addressed by your diet. And when we show you the product line that has been developed through this company that addresses these issues, it's game on. It's game on. So when you're talking about a business, you're talking about identifying a need. And when we talk about our culture that we live in, let me tell you something that you already know. The American society eats too much animal fat, we eat too much junk food, and we don't get enough exercise. Those three things right there is not news to you. It's an everyday fact. So we know the market is there. Okay, we know in the general population it's there. We know in underserved communities it's exponentially worse. So we've got a huge opportunity here to share with the world a opportunity to reverse some of these trends. And that's why the health and wellness and the diet industry is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. But our company has gone through extensive R&D, extensive research and development to bring to you the finest in technology and the finest in products that's going to help reverse these trends. We have so many testimonials from people who have gotten on our flat belly lifestyle system and have lost weight and have done so many tremendous things. And I'll get to that in a minute. But listen to this video right here.
2/3 of adults are now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no way we can sustain the current style of care with the epidemic that we're creating with our diet and lifestyle choices.
The diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, the obesity, the cancers are affecting about 70% of deaths. All the data is that those 70% of deaths and morbidity are largely lifestyle related and preventable.
Most kids by age 10 in the US already have fatty
We are not in the business of trying to prevent people from becoming sick.
When you look at chronic disease risk, all the things that we walk around worrying about, actually dietary choices trump smoking when it comes to those risks.
If I could deliver one message to the researchers who are looking for the cause of diabetes, the cause of clogged arteries, and the cause of high blood pressure, and the cause of obesity, I would tell them the answer is in 3 words. It's the food. It's what Americans are eating.
It's hard to take 2/3 of adults are now over. 2/3.
All right. So he said it. You guys heard it. It's the food. You can, and most objective observers will probably agree that the food chain is contaminated. The beef, the chicken, even when we try, the pesticides, we try hard. I know we do what we can to do the best we can to take care of ourselves, but sometimes the cards are stacked against us. And it's just a natural fact, which again, just you heard it from the experts, it's the food. So if you look at this slide right here, it talks about what's called blue zones. And there are literally only 5 regions across the world that are considered blue zones where people are living longer lives than the average person, and only one in the United States, Loma Linda, California. So, one of the things that we like to tell people, hey, make your own home a blue zone. Take the proper precautions and steps to take care of your family so that your family can live much longer than the average person. Here's another video, guys.
Less than 5% of people who go on a diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you are ready to live your best possible life by getting off the diet roller coaster. Eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. More than 2/3 of adults in the US are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, eating against your blood type puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. But it starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food could be another man's poison. It's time to drop the waste. The flat belly lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, we tailor the program with plant-based food for your specific blood type and to promote a healthy gut. Eating against your blood type creates inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take our 15-minute bioscan so that we can help you identify what's happening below the surface. Next, simply choose the right phase for you. For that effort, we invite you to join the community of people that are achieving success to inspire you and learn from our experts who support you along the way. Take the pledge today.
See, this is what I was saying, guys. We have a solution. We have a product line, and you can see the results right here. You can see within, the first gentleman on the left, you can see the immediate results. This is not just him sucking in his gut. You can visibly see where he's lost some of that visceral fat off of his midsection there. You can see this. You can see the dramatic results on this young lady right here, and then on the far right, you can see this gentleman right here, where again you can see the dramatic increase in his definition and his loss of visceral body fat. And you heard it in the previous slide. Drop the waste. It's been said that most of us walking around today are carrying around 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 undigested meals out of your body because of the type of foods that we're eating, and due to the fact that our body isn't functioning at its optimal capacity because we're not healthy. The body organs aren't doing what it needs to do because it's backed up. So this particular testimony right here is phenomenal. This is from our chief sales officer.
I was able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. And I love the way I look. I'm not going to lie. I am loving this. But let me tell you what I love even more. I dropped my cholesterol 50 points. Blood pressure stabilized. And my doctor and I have been fighting for the last 5 years because she wanted to put me on a statin. And I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol, Lord, by diet alone. Well, you can know how excited I felt when I had dropped it 50 points. I want to be optimally healthy until the day I close my eyes and I'm not here anymore. I hope you join us.
There was challenges to my 21 day. There was a lot of success in the way of learning my temple, hearing my body, hearing what doesn't need to be in my body. We're talking, I like to call my parasites other voices. And I got to see which voices were mine all along and which ones weren't. I was told, being a blood type of my mom a long time ago, that I was literally a vegetarian. And now knowing what having an A blood type means, now understanding how to choose, now understanding that I need raw food. It's a game changer.
25 pounds in 21 days.
Able
Phenomenal results, phenomenal results. Life-changing results, getting off of statins, getting off of blood pressure medicines, getting off. One of my business partners, she was able to get off some of the medications that were prescribed to her for, she's a cancer survivor, and some of the hard drugs that they put her on to help maintain her, she was able to wean herself off of that by utilizing our product line and detoxifying her system. So we have a system. We have a system that removes the parasites out of your body. We have a system that cleans your colon with our liquid colonic that helps purify and remove waste out of your body. We have a nourisher that once the parasites and the mucus and the bad things, those other voices are taken out of your body, they're replaced with stronger, healthy cells. And the last thing that we just added to our system, and this is why I love our company, because we're always on a cutting edge of R&D. We just added the Arona Berry superfruit to our product regimen. And when you add this juice to those existing products, guys, it is game on. It's a unique product in the market. We're addressing a very unique issue, and all we got to do is get out there and demonstrate the results. I personally have lost about 15 pounds after doing the cleanse. So, we have systems in place for you to be able to again, you can see, the fundamentals of our company in place. We've got packaging, we've got products, we've got a system in place for you to utilize. And, some of these offers, the person who invited you here will go more into detail with you and explain what the best value is for your offers. And they'll be glad to give you that extra information. So, this company was founded as a CBD company. And, there's so many misconceptions about the CBD market that's out there. And, again, people in certain communities have paid a severe price for utilizing something that is now becoming mainstream. And science is proving now that there's so many beneficial compounds in the hemp plant that it's almost like the peanut. There's so many different uses of the peanut. It's just, you can't even name them all. Same thing is happening in the industrial hemp industry, where so many plants and compounds and products are being derived out of them that are beneficial to your health. Another video from an expert.
Hello, my name is Dr. David Allen. I'm a retired cardiac surgeon and a member of the International Cannabinoid Research Society, ICRS. That means I'm a cannabinoid research scientist. And I'm here to tell you about the discovery of the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, and the significance and how it will change medicine. And we discovered the endocannabinoid system about 30 years ago. We really didn't understand the significance of its discovery. And so we found out that this is a chemical communication that your body has. It's not electrical, it's chemical. And it's kind of like the hormone systems that people are familiar with. And your body makes these cannabinoids. They're endogenous, so they're endocannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. And we're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. And so it's critically important that that doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes, it controls cancer, it controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
Very, very powerful words from a cardiac surgeon. So again, this is not some philosophy that has been dreamed up by Mike Newsome. This is, documented evidence of where we're going. All you got to do is look around, you guys. The evidence is right there in front of us. On every corner now, you're seeing a smoke shop that says CBD, THC, CBD. So the market is opening up, and in Maryland, the state, it's CBD and marijuana is opening in the state of Maryland and DC, and it's loosening up all over the country. So when you're talking about, again, business, the business side of this, you positioning yourselves to take advantage of an emerging market. And with the things that we have in place with this company, guys, you are in the right place at the right time. So back to the endocannabinoid system, he mentioned that it affects so many areas of the body, and they're still studying, the positive impacts. And we're right there. We're right there on the cutting edge of what's going on. So more data, more documentation. They did surveys in this particular magazine. 68% of the women in the magazine experienced health benefits by using CBD. 60% of the women in this magazine were interested in making money using CBD. 90% of them used the product at least once a month. So again, I'm telling you something that you already know. The market is there. So the question is, are we in position to take advantage of that? And let me give you another example of mainstream, how this industry is becoming mainstream. Next week, next Sunday on CNN, watch Anderson Cooper's primetime show. I think it might be 8 o'clock on the East Coast. And he's doing a whole hour on the CBD market and seniors. And it's just a whole new mindset of how this plant has so many beneficial compounds and features to it. And how it got a bad name, that's another story for another time. But just know that the industry and the concepts of how to maximize on the CBD product, the plant, CBD plant, is becoming mainstream. And before it fully comes mainstream, position yourself in the market at the early stages. So, and part of what we do is education. THC has psychoactive effects. CBD does not. THC stimulates brain receptors. So does CBD. THC releases higher than normal levels of dopamine. CBD has medical applications, including anti-inflammatory and pain relief. So part of our job, part of what we do, is educate people on the best way to take care of themselves in a more natural way, and not so much, the first response from most medical providers today is surgery or drugs, and there's got to be a better way, and we know that there is. So we're talking about our company, Akana. Akana has literally over 100 different products across multiple product lines. As you can see here, we've got tinctures, we've got pure label with 0 THC in it, gold label with the minimum in it, and then black label, which gets you to, right at that Delta 8 level. So we've got products. We've got products that, we got products that will help you with, your mood, help you keep you calm and relaxed, pain relief, accentuate creativity, accentuate passion. We have products that deal with this coffee, the energy, The coffee is just amazing. I love this coffee. Doesn't have that high caffeine count. Doesn't have you jittery. Jittery. It's just a delicious product that tastes good and has health benefits to boot. We can help, the products help you relax. They provide relief. And as you can see, everything is professionally packaged. All of this is already done. Imagine what you would have to spend out of your pocket to develop your own product line. All of this is already done. It's already done for you. And all you got to do is tap into our system and get trained and let's go. Hair and beauty products, tremendous. We're talking about in our hair and beauty line, again, we're on the cutting edge of R&D, and we're coming out with some technology that's going to help make an assessment of people who have issues with their scalp. You know, ladies are wearing different hairstyles that pull, and their hairline is going further and further back. Men are having the same issues. We have an answer for that. We have a solution. Success in business, find a need and fill it. We've got that need, and we know how to fill it. Let me read our disclaimer just to make sure that we're all on the same page here. And matter of fact, let me stop my sharing for 1 second. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Give me a thumbs up. Drop something in the chat for me. I see we got a full house tonight. We are just so glad to have everybody here. And I know I'm sharing a lot of information with you, but I promise I'll have you out of here by midnight. I'm just kidding. I'll have you out of here probably another couple minutes. All right, everybody's good. Everybody's good. All right, we're good. All right. Excellent. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's go back. Oh, let me go back to where I was. Okay, so we're at this club. From current slide. There we go. Okay. This product is not for use buy or sale to persons under 18, or if you're pregnant or nursing. You must be at least 21 to purchase or consume smokable products, vapes or Delta 8. Consult a physician before use if you have a serious medical condition or use prescription medications. Before using this or any supplemental diet product, please consult your primary healthcare provider. All trademarks and copyrights are property of their respective owners and are not affiliated with or do they endorse this product. The FDA has not evaluated these statements. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The test results are for reference only and not for diagnostic conclusion. So let's talk a little bit about the business side. How can you connect with us as a business person, as someone who sees what we're talking about, who sees the market and sees that we have a way to tap into that and for our own financial benefit, and while at the same time helping others? Basically, there's 3 ways where you can tap into us. One, as a customer. We already have established most of us, if not all of us, have a desire to stay healthy and to be able to put the best into our systems, and so that our body can be healthy and we can enjoy the best life that we have available to us. So you can be a customer. You can also connect with us by being a brand ambassador, which means that you're starting to get it. You see where we're going with this thing, and you're ready to connect with us and develop a customer base and start working with the team. Or you can become what's called an iconopreneur, where you say, "Oh my goodness, Mike, this is a no-brainer. I see what we got. I see what you got going. I see the market, and let's go. Let's link up and let's make this happen." And we'll talk a little bit about those. So as a person number one, or you're a customer, like I said, we have so many different ways where you can connect with us. The person who invited you here will be glad to work with you at that level. They'll give you professional service. They'll take good care of you. They'll actually even set you up with your own customer website to make it so easy and convenient for you to get your products and services. And they'll be glad to work with you in that capacity if that's what you see. Is that where you see yourself fitting in? So So what we encourage people to do is take the next step. Go ahead and purchase your piece of your own piece of online real estate. You know, in this economy that we're in right now, you know, you need to have your own piece of digital real estate. And with connecting with our company, we have that already in place for you. You don't have to go to GoDaddy and buy a domain name. You don't have to get somebody to design a website for you. We have that already packaged up, ready for you. And when you connect with us and link up with you, on day one, your name is going to be on that website and you're open and ready for business. So let's talk a little bit about going into a little bit deeper in terms of building at a little higher level. Again, when you get your online store and enroll as a brand ambassador, it's only a one-time fee. It's not every month like some opportunities out there may present to you, but we are on the cutting edge, and we get you started with your digital real estate. And then if you decide to link up with it as a brand ambassador, the package is $399, and you get your digital real estate, and you get this regimen of products right here. You get the detox, you get some pain creams, you get a good sample of the product line, and it'll get you started. And then you can also become a brand ambassador with an add-on product which connects you to the travel industry for $199. Then we go back to what we were talking about a few moments ago, being an econopreneur. And at this level, you can come in at a $799 Sapphire pack or $1499 Diamond pack. And basically, the same concept. You get your piece of digital real estate and you get products. At the $799, you get more products. You get the 7-day, you get 3 units of the 7-day raw cleanse package. You get pain cream, you get gummies, you get meal replacement, you get protein. You just get more products for your value, but it also puts you in a position to become a certified wellness coach. And guys, I'm telling you, this is where you want to be. You're looking at it from a business perspective. You want to position yourself in the market as a professional, as a consultant, as an expert, and this package get you into the training program where you're going to get trained and coached up to be a wellness coach or a certified bioscan coach. I'm going to tell you guys, that is where you want to be to make the money. Okay, and then you can become a diamond coach pack, and we've got some of our associates who recently saw the vision and they jumped on this package because they realized that the market is in the wellness industry. Being able to use that bioscan technology to do these assessments, do these wellness assessments, guys, people will pay tremendous amounts of money for this information, and we're unique in the marketplace, so you want to go ahead and get going and build so that you can take advantage of this unique position in the market. So I'm not going to do a deep dive into the earnings potential of the company. The person who invited you here will be glad to talk to you about all 12 of these ways to make money. So as you can see, they're listed right here, and some of these terms are not even going to make a lot of sense to you at this stage of the game. But just know that this is a profitable proposition that you're examining tonight. If you want to get into the Fast Start program, if you're ready to jump in right here, we're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to earn your money back within 30 days, no matter where you decide to get in. If you're 1, 2, or 3, we're going to be able to show you how to recoup your investment. There's even a revenue pool at some of the higher levels where you can actually override the company. And I really love that because, this is not just, you're not getting into a multi-billion dollar company where you're just kind of a mark on the wall. You guys are a part of the company. You're a part of building something great. And I think being able to be at that stage of development in the company, and I'm going to show you a slide in a minute, you're exactly where you need to be, okay? And not only are we young and hungry and ambitious, those 5 people that I showed you earlier in our corporate suite, You know, they are visionaries and they know how to motivate us. Let me show you a quick video. That is so powerful. Like I said, you know, our company knows how to recognize and reward its teammates. And not only can you make the money that we just showed you on those slides I just went through, but there are incentives out there that you can earn and win. And it's just a phenomenal compensation package. You know, we have support. You know, we're going to train you. We're going to teach you and train you. We're going to put you. We're going to position you as an expert in your field, where you're going to be able to talk with confidence and with knowledge about health and wellness. And you're always going to have a coach and support team that's going to be there with you every step of the way. So, you know, ready to live life that you always imagined. You know, this is what I was talking about in terms of positioning for the company. When you evaluate a business like this, you want to select a company that's at least 18 months old, which means that they basically kind of gotten through the beginning stages of the growing pains. They survived the startup. And, you know, because 90% of companies fail within their first 18 months. But if a company, and this is according to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it's a great opportunity. If it's less than 100,000 people, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. And at this stage, we're less than 100,000 people. So you're at the right place at the right time. So look at this chart right here. You know, this chart shows how at the below the 100,000 mark, you know, the companies is kind of getting ready to take off. But look at that arc, look at that trajectory from formulation and pioneering to stabilization, through pioneering, formulation, momentum, and stabilization. And what this means is that we are positioned for a major growth spurt. And I'm gonna tell you, the momentum is building all over the country. Just over the last few months, I've seen the growth in various hotspots across the country. And where I'm at right now is one of them, and that's in the state of Virginia. So I'm gonna tell you, it's going to, wherever you are right now, it's getting ready to happen, because we've got people that's coming on board who are catching the vision and they're going to work. So what we say is elevate with Akana and welcome to the family. So what I tried to do within this last, you know, almost an hour, and I think I'm going to hit my goal of trying to get you out of here by midnight. And I think I'll be able to get you out of here within the next 2 hours. I mean, next 10 minutes. Is, you know, my goal, my vision, and my mission was to show you, the guest, what we bring to the table. You know, the person who invited you here saw something in you and wanted you to see what this company brings to the table. So you see that we're young and hungry. You see that we're on a mission. You see that we have marketing systems. You see that we have experience. You see that we're on the cutting edge of technology. You see that we take R&D serious. So the question now that we ask you to get back with the person who invited you here. Have that serious conversation. What do you bring to the table? Are you hungry? Are you willing to change and grow? Are you loyal? Are you motivated? Are you committed? Do you see the vision? Are you ready to accept the challenge? So, let me stop sharing my screen here. So, that pretty much brings us to the end of our conversation tonight. You know, we wanted to just take some time and just again show you what Akana brings to the table. We are serious about what we're doing. We're going out there changing lives one person at a time. We're all over the East Coast. We're headquartered out of Chicago. We're touching all 50 states, and we're positioning ourselves to go international. We're less than 100,000 distributors, and we're in position for major growth. Guys, the only thing we need is more business partners to come on with us, to lock arms with us. There's nothing more powerful than a group of people with a common cause and a common mission. Our cause is just. We're talking about the lives of our family. How many people have lost people to, diabetes and kidney disease? There's a dialysis clinic on every corner. And what did the doctor say? It's the food. And what are we talking about? We're talking about a system that can help reverse this. So that's my part for the evening, guys. The next phase of this is get back with the person who invited you here. Let them clean up what I messed up tonight. Let them answer all of the questions that I may have created in your mind. But just know that, our cause is just, and we're gonna be here tomorrow night and the night after that, and we're on a mission, and we're gonna make this happen. This will not be the last time you hear of Akana. We just, hopefully, you're on this side of the fence. So, is any of our leaders on tonight that want to maybe have a closing comment? I see we have one of our top representatives in the company, Bernadine Kirkland. Would you like to maybe come in and close this out? And I know I caught her off guard. I didn't ask her to say anything at the outset of this meeting, and she's probably multitasking as she does. Let me just give you a quick why I asked her in particular, because through the life of her, as long as she's been with the company, every contest that they put out there, she's been a part of it. So I think she's already qualified for the Dubai trip. So she's more than qualified to share with you some experiences. But there'll be another time when you can hear from Diamond Bernadine Kirkland. So with that being said,
hey Mike,
thank you. Yes, sir, Coach Hicks.
You mind if I say a word, brother? Share a little testimony.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
What you've seen tonight is an amazing opportunity to heal our families, to heal our communities. We see the devastation that's taking place in our African-American communities. I got interested in this because I myself suffered from some chronic conditions. I have high blood pressure, I have diabetes, I have stage 3 kidney failure, I have congestive heart failure, and I've had triple bypass heart surgery. The last 6 months, there's been a pain in my back. And I've gone to the doctors. They tested my kidney. They tested my colon. They tested my liver. I had ultrasounds. I had people sticking their fingers up, you know what? And they could not find the source of the pain. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I joined last week and I could not wait for my kit to get here so that I could begin trying the product. I almost opened my package before I got it in the house because, as I said, I'm suffering from some back pain. Some days I can barely walk. I have to use a cane. I broke that box open. I whipped out one of those pain creams and I put it in the areas that were hurting me. That was about 4 hours ago, and I feel nothing. I'm telling you guys, this stuff works. And we all know people who could benefit from us informing them about a product that we have that will help them improve their health. So, as Mike said, get back to the person that invited you, because wellness is what this company is all about.
Wow. Thank you, Coach Hicks. I really appreciate that. And, so this is not a sales talk, guys. This is real talk. We're talking about impacting people's lives. I see my friend on the line, Rhonda Kane. I grew up with this young lady in Long Island, New York. And when I connected with her, she's one of the hardest working people I know. And she was just run down, and her life energy was literally draining out of her body. And when I connected with her and got her on these products, immediately, her energy level returned, and it just impacted her life. And not only did Coach Hicks become a diamond level distributor, so did Miss Rhonda Kane. And I just, want you to know that, we have the answer to a lot of questions that are out there in the wellness area.
Yeah.
So
I'm starting my detox tomorrow. I got my tea on in there and so forth. I'm really fighting to hold back so I can follow the program the way it's designed, because I really want to start tonight.
Well, that's us. That's awesome. That's awesome. And again, what we do, it works. So it's almost 10 o'clock. And I want to make sure that we are respectful of your time, and that you have enough time to get back with the person who invited you here tonight. And if there's any questions, they'll be glad to help you out. So again, have a good night, and hope I see you on this side of the fence on the next round. All right. Have a good night, everybody.